Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a video covering the new toy tank mode that has come in for Winterfest 2025, which has some slight changes to previous years. It's now 10v10, and there is a new boss-like battle thing that can go and kill a big toy robot, essentially, that will give you loads of snowballs, which is quite nice. So we're going to cover the general mode, what you get for the robot, that sort of thing, and we're going to go through the original toy tanks in the standard toy tank and the glitter bomb. Now, I'm going on holiday from this evening, so this will be the last tank video on Winterfest from me for a couple of days. It'll probably be next Monday, Tuesday before we get properly going again for that sort of thing. So that's why we're going to go through the standard toy tank and the glitter bomb, just show you the toy tank mode so you get to see what it's like, see what you can get in terms of the crew training, because it is very good for crew training, which is definitely pretty nice for the mode, and then show you the new robot battle in action as well. So if you do like the video, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, as it really does help out the channel. And yes, as you can see, it's the new toy tank mode, which is going off from the 9th of December to the 23rd of December. So it's actually going on for longer than it did last year, because last year was just one whole week, which was a very, very sad time when it ended, because it was really, really fun, naturally, especially with all the new toy tanks coming into play. And yeah, it was kind of sad that it ended only after a week, especially since the crew training was so good as well. So, Toy Tanks mode is rolling back onto the battlefield, and this year it's louder, brighter, and wilder than ever before. The map has been completely reimagined, with shiny new toy block visuals, smoother navigation, twisting tunnels, soaring ramps, and a multi-level layout that turns every match into a playground of mayhem. Battles have been supersized to 10v10, and each team now charges into combat with a massive mechanical ally, Ro-Burt, a giant robot who introduces an all-new boss battle mechanic, destroying the enemy team's toy tanks or demolishing their giant robot, showers your squad with bonus snowballs for the Winterfest storefront, which keeps the rewards flowing every battle. So yeah, if you kill the robot, or the Ro-Burt, if you get rid of that thing, you will actually end up getting a lot of snowballs from it. I think it was something like 100 snowballs, maybe a bit more. I think I've played 2 games in it so far, and I've ended up getting 300 snowballs from it, which, for 2 games, that's 150 a game. That's really not bad. And if you keep doing it to grind away at getting your crews trained up, which this mode is very, very good at, you'll probably end up getting a lot of snowballs at the same time, and you'll come out with some new crews, which is quite handy with the new crew and equipment system, because it's nicer to have quite a few more 9-skill crews, and this is the way to do it. And especially with the new XP boost upgrade thing, you can get some higher level XP boosters, which is also pretty good. So whether you're diving in for the first time or returning for your yearly holiday clash, Toy Tanks mode is bursting with new surprises, including the debut of the Plowmaster, a brand new dozer-style tank built to bulldoze foes and launch them clear across the map, with giant robots stomping across the battlefield, redesigned environments, and toy-powered mayhem in every corner. This year's Toy Tank mode delivers the ultimate holiday showdown, bigger, louder, and merrier than ever. Before you roll out, here's a look at the Toy Tanks joining the holiday battlefield this year. So you got the Plowmaster, which is the brand new one, Glitter Bomb, Mega Blaster, Nerf Destroyer, Yellow Rider, Old Sparky, and the original toy tank. So naturally you get the Glitter Bomb and the original toy tank completely free. You don't have to spend any snowballs on it. You have to spend snowballs to pick up the Old Sparky, Nerf Destroyer, Yellow Rider, Mega Blaster, or the Plowmaster. Now naturally you're getting the Nerf Destroyer for free from the game board, so don't even think about spending snowballs on this vehicle. Just get it from the game board. And if you were to then decide you wanted to spend snowballs on any of the other toy tanks, do it after you've got the free premium tanks, essentially. As naturally, these things are a lot of fun, to be fair, and it will make it easier to go through crew training and stuff and give you that bit of extra variety. But would I recommend you spend the snowballs on them? Probably not, because as you see, when you get a toy tank with snowballs, the version that you take into battle is essentially a rental for this year that you get to use only during Winterfest 2025 Toy Tanks mode. So obviously, like for me personally, naturally, I spent a lot of snowballs on getting all of these last year, and I've got to do it all again, which, like I say, is a bit sucky, but there you go. So that's why I recommend you pick up one. If you pick up one, and then you've got 4 different toy tanks to help you with the crew training, and just change it up a bit so it doesn't get a bit stale while you're playing through the mode, that can be handy, but don't go and pick all of them up. Which is why I say that next week, when I'm actually back and I hopefully have them all, I'll be able to do a video on the toy tank mode, showing you the toy tank mode, as well as what all of them in the mode are actually like playing, right? So we can show you what they're like. You can look at them and go, you know what, I like the looks of that Yellow Rider, because last year Yellow Rider was my favourite. But yeah, that's the article for the toy tank mode. If we go over to the garage, look, this is the Winterfest storefront. You've got the toy store, the challenges, the war chest, how to play. So if we click on the toy store, this is where you have, where you spend your snowballs, and you've got the dual battery, the T54D. Don't worry, obviously these two are Cold War. 23rd of December, that's where the Mold Master comes into play, and that's for World War II, and who knows what else will come along with that, same as what happened last year. So, this is where you got the toy tanks, you got the Plowmaster, the Yellow Rider, Mega Blaster, Old Sparky, and the Nurse Destroyer. That is where you pick up your toy tanks if you wanted to pick one up or not. And to play the mode, if you're on the Winterfest tab, you just click play, and it'll take you into the toy tank mode, or you can go down to the toy tanks Winterfest section here on the main screen, and that'll get you into it as well. You've got the toy tank here and the glitter bomb, which I put the fuel on the toy tank to go even faster and the food on the glitter bomb just to be able to get extra reload speed so that you can go deleting things with your, well, with your baubles. So yeah. And the best thing to do for this mode is to use 3-star crews. So as you can see, I've got Sergeant Frost in my toy tank. He is a 3-star commander, which is an extra 100, well, it's a 130% earn rate for the commander. So he earns more crew XP per game. And that's what we've done with the Steven 3-star commander as well. So that's a 130% commander XP boost, essentially, on that guy. So he will make a lot more silver. No, a lot more silver? No, a lot more crew XP. And then what we've done is we've added our 10 times Commander XP boosters, because naturally I had a lot. I had a lot of 2 times 2.25 and 2.5 and 4 times Commander XP boosters just from completing earn-ups all the time, and the amount of free boosters you get from the free daily chest and that sort of thing. I had loads, so I converted them all, because you can do that now, and ended up with lots of 10 times Commander XP boosters, which actually means now that I actually get a lot of Commander XP. And with the upgrade as well, you can just go and upgrade boosters to what you want. So I say I want some more 6 times, I can just do that, slide the bar across, and go, okay, I've now got 4 more 6 times Commander XP boosters. You know, that's how you use the XP boost upgrade. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is send you into some replays where you can watch the toy tank in action, and you can then watch the glitter bomb in action, see how they go about the battlefield in the new toy tank map with the Ro-Burts. So as always, everybody, I'll see you in the replays. So here we are in the replays, and this first replay we are going to be with the little toy tank, the original toy tank. Now back in the day, toy tank mode was one of those that was a pretty good crew trainer, but it was one that I didn't particularly enjoy that much, because after a couple of games it got a bit stale. But with the newer editions of the new toy tanks, I do find that they are pretty damn fun to play. Stuff like the Yellow Rider, for example, was just hilarious, and the Mega Blaster was great as well. But they've also changed little bits and bobs about this and the glitter bomb over the years, and definitely is a lot more fun to play this mode these days, and especially having the boost. That boost is great for ramming things, which is why I say with your commanders, the best thing to do is put on the dynamic driving for ramming, so that you reduce the amount of damage you're taking when you ram people. But also have Quick Learner. You want Quick Learner as well to increase your crew XP, so that you're making a load more XP in terms of your crew, because naturally you're crew training, and this event is very, very good for the crew training, and it's the best way to get better crews way, way quicker. So what you want to be doing in this mode is naturally just fueling chaos, going for as many of these presents as possible, because you can see it gives you 2 snowballs for every present you collect. And when you go against Mr. Ro-Burt here, you can see me just having a look. You want to be aiming for that big block on the back. You can shoot generally the whole back area. If you try and ram it, don't do that. Just don't ram the Ro-Burt. As you can see, I was near enough full health. I rammed Ro-Burt, my hit points went bloop, dead. Death for you, my son. So yeah, you want to be able to get rid of Ro-Burt. Definitely focus on getting rid of the Ro-Burt first, because you don't want to miss out on getting all of the old presents. Try not to auto-aim at Ro-Burt either, because if, as you saw there, it does tend to aim really low, and the center mass for the auto-aim is actually between his legs, which is a bit awkward, as that means that the shells? The plungers, really, they're not shells. The plungers go, as you can see, it ends up aiming underneath him. Yeah, the plungers go straight through, and then you won't hit it. So you want to focus on taking each other's team's Ro-Burt down first, and then by doing that, it'll drop a load of presents, which will be great for your team, and you'll pick up loads of extra snowballs. If He decides to start shooting you, by the way, which I'm surprised he's not at this point. It really does hurt. He didn't really shoot at me that much in this one, but when I was in the glitter bomb, he started putting his little laser beams out, and yeah, it's not a good time. So as you can see, it keeps popping up with 2 snowballs collected by your team. That's every single time a present is collected. So for every time you kill an enemy toy tank, you go collect the present that their dead tank drops, and that will get your team more snowballs. And naturally, you've got the counter up to 30, as you can see in the red bar and the green bar. Obviously, green bar being your team for every kill you're picking up. If you hit 30, the game ends, which is why I say kill Ro-Burt first. You can see on the map there, I didn't know at the time, because I didn't realise it, but as you can see, the amount of presents that just appeared on the map around their Ro-Burt as it got killed at E5-6, that's, once you've knocked their Ro-Burt out, there's going to be a lot of presents on the map, and you can go collect them all. And again, you can pick up a load of extra load of extra snowballs for your team, which will help you in picking up some of the free stuff from the Winterfest storefront. Like I say, I played 2 games, but I've netted 300 snowballs, which is pretty good going. And if you were to go through these games, which they do go pretty quickly, you can net quite a few snowballs very, very quickly, as well as getting your crews trained up, which is the main thing for the mode, really, is just make sure you're getting your crews trained, make sure you're using your 3 times, or your 3-star commanders, which they've given away quite a few over the years, so you probably have those knocking around. And then, yeah, get them crew training. So what you want to do once you've got rid of the robot is do what we're doing now, and that is just focus someone down. Just go, you're going to die, my son, and go and knock out the enemy toy tanks, get their Prezi, get the kill on the board, and that way you can win for your team. Because naturally, the more you win, the more XP you're going to be getting, because you get more XP for winning. That's the way it goes. And that's why I say take dynamic driving as well. When we rammed that toy tank, we rammed it for quite a bit, and we lost very little hit points. Just what you need to be doing with these toy tanks. Like I say, this mode is a hell of a lot of fun. Generally, the map is a lot bigger now than it was. It was a lot smaller. It's actually quite surprising how much bigger the map feels when you're running around it. But that central area is pure chaos. This central area here is generally pure chaos the entire time. And you've got to be careful when you're going in there that you do have your team with you. Because if you run into the enemy team and you're alone, you're just going to get killed very, very quickly. So what I'm going to do now is leave you to the rest of this replay with the old toy tanks. You don't need me blabbering on while we just go and murder away in our little toy tanky. And then I'll come back in when the results screen comes in so we can, you know, talk over the results for you, and the earnings, more importantly. So, we did win that game. We ended up with the 6 kills, the 14,000 damage. We had 2.1k base XP, is not too bad. And as you can see, we made 69 giggity. The 69,000 Commander XP off of that battle. So it does make a very good amount of XP on this. I felt like it was a little bit more last year, but can't sniff it, nearly 70,000 Commander XP. That's very, very nice indeed, and that will train up your crews pretty quickly. But as you can see now on the second replay, in the second replay we are with Mr. Glitter Bomb. Now the Glitter Bomb is a lot slower than the original toy tank, but it's got the artillery view, so you can fire over these present areas, but it's also pretty deadly if you get up into close combat as well. Because if you get into close combat and get up behind quite a few of these vehicles, you can absolutely delete the enemy toy tanks, because it does have 70 pen, which is not very good for going against the front of some of these things like the toy tank. But you got 600 damage, so if you get up behind the toy tanks, or get up behind any of them really, you can end up in the 4 shots completely one-clipping any of these vehicles. So it's quite good for picking up kills. And the one thing that it seemed to be pretty good for as well is actually taking out the Ro-Burts as well. Bit awkward for firing the glitter bombs at the Ro-Burt through the artillery view. It just seemed a bit awkward. But if you get up behind it and then start putting the shots into the back of Ro-Burt, again, you're doing the 2400 damage to it, so you can actually delete their Ro-Burt really, really quickly and then start focusing on taking out the enemy team. But even splashing him, you're still doing a decent amount of damage just splashing him by shooting him in the front, which is also pretty good. Because let's say what you want to be doing with this mode is focusing down Ro-Burt, getting rid of Ro-Burt, and then focusing on picking up the kills. So the team that does that quickest is the one that's going to end up winning most of the time, because you get rid of the Ro-Burt, you get all the snowballs, all the presents, and then you can focus on picking off the enemy team who are trying to then end up taking out your Ro-Burt. So you can see I'm avoiding ramming the Ro-Burt this time. We learnt our lesson. We aim for that big box on the back. It goes red on the reticle, so I know I can pen that. So we're just going to start putting the shots in. As you can see, we get a load of damage for that. And naturally, every single bit of damage we're getting on Ro-Burt as well is Commander XP. So I'm trying to keep behind him so that, again, I'm not going to be the focus of Mr. Ro-Burt and he's not going to start shooting me with his lasers, because as you've seen with ours, our Ro-Burt was murdering their team quite a lot. Ours is dead, so we need to hurry up in getting rid of this Ro-Burt. He's starting to look at us, and I'm starting to get a bit worried right now that he's actually going to end up starting shooting me, because he has been wrecking. So I'm going down. I just need to make sure I get this clipping before I go down, and there we go. The enemy team end up killing me, but we got a big set of hits there into the Ro-Burt to take him down a little bit more. So that's probably going to take us 2 more clips, realistically, to get rid of their Ro-Burt, and we just need to get rid of the Ro-Burt, get him, get our snowballs in the bag, and then focus on winning. And at the minute, to be fair, most of my team is focusing on just killing their team anyway, so it's not too bad. So we're just aiming up the baubles here to try and hit some of them at range, but now their team is actually chasing after one of our heavies. I'm like, no, okay, bye, I'm going to go get rid of your Ro-Burt first. So we're just using the boosts to speed along, and if you want to use the boosts, by the way, it's the same button as whatever your handbrake is. We get up behind the Ro-Burt, put a couple of shots into the back of him here. He ends up killing the toy tank behind us and starts shooting us. Look how it hurts. When he hits you, it hits you for a lot, and it fires very, very quickly as well. So if you get caught in its sights, the Ro-Burt will kill you. Seems a bit weird with its target acquisition, though, and sometimes it just doesn't fire at you. But, yeah. So we get a couple of shots there into the Ro-Burt, kill it, and like I say, I didn't realise at the time. I was like, oh boy, that's a lot of presents. Okay, I need to boost to get over there to get them, because that way we can end up picking up all of these presents and getting all of the snowballs for our team. So we're just trying our best to pick them all up, but we're not the most mobile vehicle in the universe, and thankfully our other glitter bomb is going after it. And now we can go after the enemy team and try and pick them off, pick up some kills, which will be great for our Commander XP, and try and win this game, as we are winning the game currently as well. And again, this is where the glitter bomb can come into its own, because sure, you can play it like an artillery, but then you can just get up behind people if you can, and just dish out big, big damage into them, which then knocks your damage total up, gives you loads of XP, but also, if you manage to delete them with the clip, that's a kill, and a kill is also big XP for your commander, right? And that's what you want in the end. It just takes a little bit to get into the battle with this vehicle, because naturally it's not as fast, but that's where using the boost can be pretty handy. But yeah, that's the glitter bomb pretty much. What I'm going to do now again is I'm going to leave you to the rest of the glitter bomb replay so you can watch the madness in action and see a bit of the fun we can have with it, and then I'll see you in the results bit.
Extraterrestrial can hear me scream. Signals being received. One of our legion is destroyed. Terrestrial vehicle eliminated. Allied cargo and ship destroyed. Lost. Large caliber launchers decimated. is my favorite.
So once again, we did end up winning the game. We've got the 3 kills to 17,000 damage, 2.2k base XP, so only a little bit more base XP, 72,000 commander XP from that one. We actually made 45,000 silver as well, which is really not too bad. As if we run in 2 times, that would have made 80k. But yeah, 72,000 commander XP, which means, again, another solid set of XP for our commander, and that was enough to get over the first box as well. That was without the extra we could have got from Quick Learner too, because I forgot to put it on. But yeah, that's the original toy tank and the glitter bomb. That's the new mode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
A great success.